Hi, I'm Nichole Henry. I'm one of the partners here at Whitener Law Firm, and today I'm going to answer some questions. We'll start with the first question. The first question, what do you enjoy doing in your free time? I like to play golf, although I don't have a lot of free time. Golf is one of my favorite pastimes. Sometimes I like to read a book, but if I had to just pick one, right now it's probably golf. I also like spending time with my family, my grandkids, and my 2 children. All right, let's move on to the second question. Second question is, what is your favorite type of case to work on? That's hard. I like working on all of them, but I enjoy working on nursing home cases and I enjoy working on sex abuse cases. Children, primarily, that have been sexually abused. The elderly and children are the 2 most vulnerable people in our society, and protecting them is one of my greatest accomplishments. I enjoy taking care of elderly and children. All right, let's move on to the next one. What made you want to become an attorney? Oh goodness, that's hard. Lots of reasons. I started out working in a law firm when I was about 20 years old as a legal secretary, and I've pretty much done every job there is to do in a law firm. Working in a law firm, I saw how being an attorney is very fulfilling, and that you get to help people, just like I was talking about children and elderly. That's the biggest thing for me, helping people who are unable to help themselves, giving people who don't have a voice, giving them a voice. That's probably the biggest reason why I became an attorney. All right, let's move on to the next one. What are you hoping to accomplish in your career or have already accomplished that you're proud of? What I'm hoping to accomplish in my career, helping as many people as I can until I'm too old to work. I think I'll be doing this for a while. And then my accomplishments already, one of my biggest accomplishments was the COVID cases, the nursing home cases that I worked on for the last 5 years, particularly the 2 nursing homes or 2 of the nursing homes in Farmington that allowed their residents to contract COVID because they weren't following the COVID protocols. Even one of the nursing homes, we actually had a video from one of our clients where one of the employees in the nursing home didn't even have a mask on when masks were mandated. And again, elderly people are one of the most vulnerable types of people. So you have to pay special attention and take special precautions to make sure that elderly people are safe. And these nursing homes were not wearing masks, they were not washing their hands. That's probably one of my biggest accomplishments so far. All right, the last question. What is your educational background and when did you pass the bar and start practicing law? So I grew up in a small town, Andrews, Texas, and I didn't go to college right away. I think it was a couple of years before I actually went to college. So that would have been in the 1990s, kind of dating myself now, but I showed up at the community college in Midland, Texas, and the registrar asked me, well, what is it that you're interested in? And I really didn't know. And the registrar said, what about law? And so I said, that sounds kind of fun. Yeah. So that's how I kind of got started on it. So I started taking classes at the community college, Midland College in Midland, Texas, in the paralegal program, and was working in a personal injury law firm. And that's how I got into personal injury, and I found that was really my calling. It's funny how I didn't even really think about going into law, and then I realized that it was my calling. I got my associate's degree, my paralegal degree, in 2000, and then I didn't go back to school until 2011 when I finally decided that I was going to go to law school. So I went back to school in 2011, got my bachelor's degree in 2013, and I started law school in 2015. I started UNM School of Law right here in Albuquerque. I began practicing in 2019, and that's how I became a lawyer.